What's going on YouTube? It's Mr. Mo. Welcome to my video. In today's video, I want to talk about things I learned in my simping days, and things I learned about female nature. So to start off, men and women, we are completely different. Just because we're both humans doesn't make us the same. We are wired completely different. Men are masculine, have that masculine energy. Women are feminine, have that feminine energy. And we go about relationships completely different. And I want to say, women will never love you the way you want to be loved. And you could look at the statistics. Look at the divorce rate in America. It's like over 50%, and part of the vows you make, you say for rich or for poor, in sickness and in health, love is basically a commitment, so if you fall out of love, you have to remind yourself, I was committed to this person to be the love of my life, and women just don't love a guy the way they want to be loved. And I will tell you guys why. First off, women are hypergamous by nature, meaning they always try to find the highest value partner they can. On average, women, they date up, okay? So if you have a woman who's a 5, average looks, she's gonna date up. So she's gonna date a 6+. And men, they date down or equal to. Rarely do they date up. And so the reason for that is because women are trying to find the best possible mate for their offspring. They're trying to have the man, have his genes passed down to the kids. They want to make sure the kids are well taken care of. That's just part of their nature. So if you have a woman, say you're a 5, average looks, and she's a 5, but an 8 comes along, a man who's an 8, he can provide more, he gives her attention, blah, blah, blah. She will easily drop you and move to that next guy, okay? That's just their nature, and they will feel like something is missing, and that something is them feeling like you're not sufficient enough, you're not good enough for her, so she will drop you and move on to the next person. Where men, we can completely love a girl or love a woman, and we can be with them for life. That's why a dog is a man's best friend. A dog loves us no matter what. That's the type of love a man wants, is love that's just unconditional, and no matter what their circumstances are, they still have that love. Like a lot of men, are divorced because the money's not the same. They're not making as much money as they used to. Maybe they filed bankruptcy. The woman can't put up with it anymore. And so the woman files for divorce, so it's just in women's nature to do that. I also realized when you treat women like they're the prize, you treat them like they're a celebrity, they're going to treat you like a fan. You can't put women on a pedestal. You can't make them think that they are the prize, because they're not. Men are the prize. And when women hear that, they're going to be like, what is he talking about? But the reason why I say men are the prize is because men have to work on themselves. Men have to build themselves from the ground up. If you're a 20-something-year-old man with average looks, just average everything, you are not going to be respected in society. People aren't going to look up to you. You're basically nothing. You have to prove to yourself, by becoming successful, that you are somebody, And what is success? Success is subjective, but meaning you have your money right, you have your body right, you have your mind right. There's a bunch of things that come into play when we talk about success. It's not just money. You could be a millionaire and you could be unsuccessful. So it's a bunch of things. But when it comes to women just have to look good. They have to look the part. Obviously, it's great to have a good head on your shoulders, so you're not just a bimbo, but women just have to look good. That's all men want from women, is to look good and to be loyal, and have a good head on your shoulders. But men, you have to build everything, your body, your mind, your money. You have to make connections. You have to have status. There's a bunch of things that come into play when we talk about success. And so, like I said, when back in the day, when I used to put a specific woman on a pedestal, I was always free, even though I wasn't. She would say, are you free? I'd be like, yeah, I'm free. What's up? What do you want to do? I travel, X amount of miles just to go see her. I'd open the doors for her. I'd act like a gentleman, just like they did in the movies and they do in Disney, But that's not the case. You're not supposed to be doing all these things. Obviously, you could take care of her very well. You can open the doors for her, give her flowers. But the problem is you don't want to be too available. Okay, you don't want to be too available. You want to be busy working on yourself. Whether that is you're working on your business, you're working at the gym, you always have to be pursuing goals. And the reason why women aren't interested in you when you are too available is because they think you have nothing going for yourself. You have no goals. You know, men are driven by goals. We set goals and we accomplish them. And that's something we're going to do for the rest of our lives. So when you're just continuously just free all the time and you're available and you're texting her 24/7 and you're triple texting her and she's not even texting you back and you're like, where are you? Where are you? You come out of a place of scarcity and neediness, which is going to turn her off. But it's also important that you have a woman who's not just beautiful, because if she's just beautiful, you know, age, it'll destroy her beauty. And what's left is her mind. You want to make sure you have a woman who is smart, who can give you advice in life, you know, and that woman is the one who's going to be raising your children. So you want to make sure that woman is a good mother. And behind every strong man is a powerful mother. I was watching Mike Tyson and he said a lot of like the world leaders, especially back in the day, like Alexander the Great and even great fighters, guess what? They were mama's boys. And it's because they want to prove something to their mom. I don't know exactly what it is, but their mom instilled values into these men, as well as their father, but mostly the mother. And so you want to make sure, you know, it's not just another pretty face. You know, you could find a bunch of pretty women out here. And, you know, being pretty, it doesn't last long. You know, with time, it's going to deteriorate. So you want to make sure you have a woman who is very smart, can give you good advice, and she's somebody you'd be proud to call your children's mother. But like I said, men have to work on themselves a lot more than women do, and therefore we are the prize, and we don't view ourselves as a prize, especially today in society. You know, pussy is power. So if you watch any of my videos, the main moral of the video is work on yourself, improve yourself. And working on yourself is the antidote to literally all your problems, your money problems, your women problems, your family problems. Become a better person. That's all you have to do. It's obviously easier said than done, but you have to start taking action and put yourself first. You know, if she's free to do whatever, don't say, okay, yeah, I'm free too. No, go to the gym, go do what you have to do. And at the end of the day, when you've done every single responsibility you have to, then you can chill out and relax. But other than that, you should be working on yourself and prioritizing yourself and your life. Nobody else, especially women. And women can feel that, you know, when you're just free all the time, they feel like you have no goals, you have no purpose. You're just living for them. And that's what I learned really, really late. I mean, not really, really late. I'm 26. I probably learned this when I was like 23. But that's the female nature. That's the game. You know, don't hate the game. You know, don't hate a bee for stinging you. It's part of its nature. Just, it is what it is. You understand it, learn from it, and you just grow. That's it. With that being said, guys, let me know your experience with females, with female nature, with hypergamy. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to leave it down below. And consider subscribing to this channel if this sort of content is what you like to watch. And I will come out with more videos. I'll see you on the next one.